jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
to your brother. Big shout out to everyone that's in the building. Yeah, this is part 2, bro. You know why it's part 2? Because, the reserve, most of the time you say reserve tank, it's just one of those, compartments where you just had extra shit in there for a rainy day. You know what I'm saying? This is where it's at. Because I don't feel comfortable knowing that I've been just very reserved, so many, these past couple of months, just letting shit, talking about boxing MMA. I'm taking time out right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm really taking time out because these same individuals like Ill Will has been talking reckless on my name, and I didn't say anything, right? I just let it be calculated. I just let it, I handle them as I handle them. But no, we talking about you. We talking about you, bro. We talking about you now. So let's get right back into it again, right? This is part 2. Let's address the dwarf in the room. When you have brothers that say you a fuck nigga, right? What does that mean exactly without any interaction with that particular person? I'm just trying to get clarification as to how do you derive such a term when you have no evidence to support it. But if I was to say, right, that Ill Will was that, which he is, then I would be pretty much in my right to do so. The reason why I'm saying that is this dude has been on record telling people lies. It's much I left out on the first live. Because you gotta separate that shit and put it in segments. But ask any of the LDBC members when they was down here in Atlanta, ask them how it was. Nothing. Everything was cool. You know what I'm saying? They was eating. They was on their own time. I actually walked up in there with Tay Jones, right? And we just ate at our own table, which he know them better than I do. So LDBC, them people was cool. I know people, say what they say about them. I don't put a canopy over all of them. I don't know them. To be honest, I don't know them like that. But Junior the Truth was down here. The group was like Kyle, Ill Will was down, and some other people. Like I said, I don't really know them, but we just have to be down here for the fight in Atlanta, Gervonta Davis, right? So, like I said, I don't know these guys except online. If you look on, you can look on Kyle's page, the boxing section. It's a picture that we took outside. You know what I'm saying? Outside the restaurant that we was all at. So, I never once tried to be a member of the LDBC or nothing like that. But the reason why I'm mentioning it is because nigga like Ill Will tell lies and telling people that I've always been this. Like the only time I ever seen this nigga in person was down in Atlanta, right? And from what I know, from what I heard, I think he stays down here too. But peep this though. I heard this guy say some bullshit to somebody like something happened and I called security. I never called security on nobody. The only time I ever seen them is when all of us we was in the restaurants, on fight week, and that was that. Everybody was eating. It was more so the LDBC was at that table, that full table. I was off to the side, I walked in there, like I said, Tay Jones was down there. We walked up there, we sat at a different table, and I ordered my food and they did their own thing. But not one time it wasn't no issue or nothing. So that's the only time I seen this nigga, like, period. And for him to say that I called security on somebody, he's lying again, bro. He's lying again. What are you talking about, bro? Nigga, y'all niggas habitual liars. To build up your self-esteem, because it's called self-esteem, not Scotty esteem. I can't help you with your esteem, but it's called self-esteem. So if all you're gonna do is lie on niggas, how do you sleep at night? How do you sleep at night knowing that you just lying on niggas? I only seen your short ass once, bro. And that's when you said some shit under your breath. I have only seen you once. So how can you, of all people, can say me that I'm a fuck nigga? No, let's keep the real spinning. This is how this nigga operate. Now, I could be petty and bring up the motherfucking receipt at a point in time when you was talking shit about the LDBC, bro. Right there, Ill Will. You was talking shit about the LDBC. You was busy going around here being so messy. You was being so messy. I remember times you was on live and you was talking about F the LDBC, right? That was you, right, Ill Will? Because this internet shit, man, these people have catalogs of shit of irrelevant niggas. It's people out here to do. They have catalogs. Catalogs. The only shit that people can pull up on me is the shit that's been going on in the past week, and also some other shit, when I address people in my defense. Besides that, I don't troll motherfuckers. I will defend myself, but that's the extent of it. But with him, this dude was online and he was having problems with those individuals, right? He was having problems so much to the point where he didn't have no hope, nowhere to turn or whatever. Very messy individual, pretty much a gossipy type of dude. People wasn't feeling that. I've heard so much about this nigga. This is unbelievable that he still exists and be able to show his face around here. You know what I'm saying? Ill Will, listen to me, brother. You are putting an extremely amount of effort into a process that you're not positively being able to contribute to it in a way that is productive to the growth. You know what I'm saying? You are the weakest link. You are the weakest link, bro. You continue to run your motherfucking mouth all the time, and you are the weakest link, dog. You are the weakest link. You have no character. You have no integrity. And for you to get on the live back in the day with your girl, that's unacceptable, bro. Men to men, that's unacceptable. Hold on for a second, y'all. I'm still here. Y'all hold on 1 second, right? Hold on for a second. Yeah, my bad, y'all. You know, people call him behind the scenes and all that. But Mr. Pass on deck, what's good? So W says, do you know any martial arts? I don't know nothing, man. I don't know nothing. Not a thing. Real talk. Not a thing. Not a single thing, bro. What's going on, DBMH? Just real talk. Not a thing. And then anybody who took the art knows that you're supposed to be humble and you're never really supposed to disclose any of that. But check this out though. So back to what I was saying about this situation when it comes down to how this cat was online and everything pleading his case. Like he put himself in a predicament where he had to answer to, I guess, the higher ups in the chain of command of the organization that he wanted to be a part of. You can be a part of the organization, but even internally to that, you have people you have to deal with. And if you fucking up what they have going on, then the weakest link will always, do the most, make the most noise. That's what weak link do. They always make the most noise. And, ill will, you can't sit up here. I'm just going to call you Will because you ain't ill. You know what I'm saying? I'm just calling you Will, bro. You can't sit up here and forget what's on record, bro. You can't forget that you separate yourself from that situation once upon a time. You cannot forget that you was up here dropping, derogatory shit about them. You know what I'm saying? You had animosity towards the LDBC, right? But you want to come at me, which I never even try to be a part of your group. I never did anything to prevent you from being a part of that organization. But you have been one of these reckless, big mouth, short niggas that's out here online that's always talking big shit. How can you come out your lips and tell people what I've always been, nigga? What's wrong with y'all dudes? Y'all don't know somebody, so you just create a storyline, a fictional storyline, and say, oh, this is what I know about him. You are lying, man. You was a U.S. Marine, bro. You too would have been receiving orders from me. You too, bro. You didn't even retire from the Marines, but you're going around here telling people that I've always been something. How do you figure, bro? How do you figure? Where do you derive this shit from? Nigga, if you remember, if we went to boot camp, we had to go to boot camp. Do you know I returned back down to boot camp to be a drill instructor for 3 years? You know how difficult that tour duty is? Do you, bro? Were you able to do a B billet when you was in the service? Let me show you some, Will, because you talk reckless to my always been this nigga. Obviously, you don't know. You obviously don't know what type of cloth I was cut from when I was serving, bro. Because y'all niggas come up here. I think that's what it is. You want to find something to talk about, and you want to make me out to be something that you can't prove. But as long as you tell like-minded individuals that listen to you, you can convince them to pass the same false narratives that you're pushing. That's what it really is, bro. That's what it really is, because you truly don't know me. And it's all these service members, man. I think they mad envious, bro. That they couldn't walk all the way across the damn final line and retire. You know what I'm saying? We talking about niggas that would have been taking orders from me if we was, especially Will, especially if we was in the same freaking unit. This is crazy that this dude would sit up here and act like and pretend to say, I always been a fuck boy. How I always been a fuck nigga, rather. How do you come up with that shit? Where did you get that from? Who authorized you? Did you check with somebody before you went out here and spreaded that false information, lying on my name, bro? And then y'all act like, these weak ass individuals that's around you and nodding their head and shit and trying to damn boost your ego. They don't even have enough motherfucking dignity amongst themselves to tell you right from wrong. They don't want to piss you off. So they allow you to pass a narrative without questioning you and saying, hey, I need for you to kind of give me a little bit more to drive home how you validating what you just said. How can you validate what you just said, bro? Because I don't see him like that. But tell me, how can you justify what you're saying that Scotty has always been this? We're talking about somebody who did 20 years now and got the fuck out on my own accord. I did 20 years and got the fuck out, bro. 20 years and got the fuck out. I didn't do 22. I didn't do 24, 26, 28. I did 20 and got out. And I have niggas like you that didn't even goddamn put that much time in the military, and you got the fuck out. You couldn't even get to retirement, but yet you telling a retiree now that I've always been something. Like I've always been a fuck nigga. How do you niggas come up with this shit, bro? And then when I defend myself, you act like it's caught you off guard. Oh my God. Why is he acting the way he's acting? Why is he coming at our favorite idols like this? Let me show y'all something. This is another receipt that I have to let you guys know that when I was on and when I was in this shit, I was on some different type of time, man. These dudes on the outside that's having the opportunity to communicate or basically observe what I got going on. Do you know it's always criticism? They don't want to damn congratulate me like I would do them on their shit and what they've been able to accomplish in life. You know what I'm saying? But they'd rather sit up here and act like they refuse to recognize anything. They don't respect me for serving my country. Some of the hate motherfuckers, right? And they'll sit up here and act like a channel justifies somebody who has a DD-214 honorable. That means me and your life is different. I can name you 5 niggas on this shit, all veterans that didn't retire. That's funny style type of dudes. You know what I'm saying? Only because they found out, oh, that's a retiree right there. Oh, he's this, he that. They try anything possible to defame your character on here because it should be, oh, you served? Okay, cool. Like me and Destiny Black, we always bullshit, you know, about her being in the army, me being in the Marines and shit like that. Never once will we get an argument about competition, a shit like that. We always bullshit around about services. But when it comes to the males always come off their face with some hating ass shit. But let me show y'all something. Because these niggas be faking the funk, they be lying on the nigga, they be talking about views and shit, bro. What I did, some of the shit I did in life, man, is much bigger than the YouTube shit, bro. That's how I live my life. Check this out, though. I want to show y'all something if you haven't seen it. I want to show you what my mindset was when it came to physical fitness. This is real talk. You gotta have receipts. You gotta have receipts. Check this out right here. Just check that news article out. That's me as a senior drill instructor breaking the physical fitness record that still stands today, the platoon record that still stands today as we speak. A platoon average, it said drill instructor, staff sergeant, and it mentions all the names, man, of the team. Posted a score of 283 while averaging 99.7 crunches, 18.12 pull-ups. Now, this is 99 out of 100. 18.12 pull-ups, 18 out of maximum 20. This is talking about the entire platoon now. Then a runtime of 19 minutes and 4 seconds. Them motherfucking stallions was running. Them wild dogs was running. But they had to be told the entire process on how to get there. I ran that shit. I instilled and always challenge myself when it came to physical fitness, right? But this is the motherfucking Batum record that's high at Paris Island and San Diego. That's fact. That's fact, man. That's me. Me and my 2 drill instructors, man. I was a black belt. I was in charge of the Batum. News article. They put us in the news. They put us in the news, bro. But these niggas up here talking about, well, I don't know what the fuck they talking about. I don't really know where this Will shit. Dude, you couldn't see me if we were serving together, bro. You couldn't see me, man. I'm much more cooler now, bro. I'm much more down to earth now. Like, nigga, what are you doing out here trying to extract? You're trying to place me in a frame that you built. You can't put me in a frame that you built, man. It's simply impossible, bro. But back to your shit. Back to your transgressions. You was the one that was on live at one point in time with your girl, pleading and begging to get back in the good graces with the LDBC at one point in time, right? Was that you, bro? I want to put this request out there for you. Why don't you try to find something out there for me that I was trying to request to be in a group? Or I was out here with my girl doing something that no one knows damn well that knows me. They would never, ever see me out here trying to get into a group and requesting. You must have been fucking up really hard, bro. Not only that, from what I hear, for you to be kicked out and then to somehow, go on a tangent about how you didn't like the brothers to be let back in. That tells me right there, you're the weakest link, bro. Now, besides that, I don't know anything about the LDBC, but I can tell you this. I know who's running it. I know that for a fact. I know 78 Sports TV is the one that's running it. I know that firsthand. He makes the calls. I know this. He makes the calls. So somehow, some way, man, you got to run that through another man on YTC. And that's you. That's you alone. But I can't, for the life of me, I can't really put together, why would you put your girl on a live with you? Like, what's going on, bro? Like, you're supposed to be the man of the household, man. You're supposed to make sure all the affairs in order. You're supposed to make sure shit is right. But somehow, some way, you worrying about another man instead of worried about your affairs. Your kids and your girl is your affair. That is your priority, not Scotty. Scotty is not your motherfucking priority, nigga. Remember that shit. When you out here being a sucker, and then y'all niggas want to damn talk about other grown ass men you don't know nothing about, and attempt to treat them like they inferior. Remember, when you get the resistance, man, don't try to play motherfucking, oh, I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, I never heard this shit before. Oh, why he hating on us? He clout chasing. No, it's none of that. It's just letting you mashed potato ass, soft, goddamn vagina driven niggas let you understand something, bro. The way you move around in life, that's not me. Y'all have to get off this channel shit. This channel isn't anything except a damn platform for you to be able to be vocal about whatever you're trying to talk about. That's it. This channel shit is not something that's everyday living that you are seeing millionaires produce on a weekly basis. People just coming to YouTube getting rich. No, you got to be extra special, man. You got to have a gimmick. You got to be something that the masses lock into. And who you are as a person, the masses are not going to lock into you, brother. You're too old. But I'm just letting you know point blank, it's too much shit out there for you acting a fool on this shit. It's too much out there on you, bro, to get sliced up. It's too much information. If I'm spending my time talking about you niggas that came at me, everyone that's surrounding you in your circle, stop telling people that I initiated the shit. I did not initiate none of this. I didn't initiate it. I responded to the shit, but I didn't initiate it. And I may not have responded to it immediately, but I chose to now. Like I said before, I just woke up to some shit. It was the sky looked different. It was black. I seen debris coming down. I say, damn. Most of the time I look at CNN, they talk about certain meteorites supposed to hit Earth, but I saw goddamn meteorites just dropping from everywhere. I said, damn, we under attack. But they was only dropping in one location. I just happened to see them from a distance. I say, who the fuck? Damn, somebody getting fucked up over there. I really couldn't dial it in until I logged in and I looked on YouTube. I say, oh, that's why. That's why. I got it. I got it. Let me get to the live chat. I got it. I get it now, bro. I want to celebrate. Oh, sorry to cut you off, OG. That's what we've been waiting on. Okay. Listen to me. Okay. Big Blunts in Boston said Terrence versus Errol is confirmed. Okay. I'm gonna tell you what I heard, right? I just heard that it's pretty much what we already know. That the shit is well, let me finish this up with Will first, okay? Big Blunts in Boxing, then I'm gonna get the boxing shit, okay? But let me ask you this, Will. I asked for you to keep my name out your mouth, bro. I don't know you. Keep this shit on YouTube. Let it go. You know what I'm saying? I don't have anything. I don't know you like that. I don't have anything to say to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be your friend. None of that. You're not the type of company that I need. You know what I'm saying? I don't need none of that. I'm just asking that you leave this shit alone. Y'all niggas are worried about screenshotting shit and checking grown ass fucking men and talking about I saw you over there. Listen, if you are able to stop someone from coming over here that you see in your chat and you believe you have that much authority and they choose to surrender and abide by your orders, cool then. Goddamn do it. It's okay. I'm not mad about that. I don't check my subscribers every day at all. But I do know the people that's in my chat enough to the point where I know I'm familiar with their names and everything. So let this shit go, bro. Don't venture over here in this landscape. Don't venture into my proximity, man. Don't stop telling people lies about me, nigga. You don't know me, bro. If you do stay down here in the ATL, man, you know where to find me, bro. All you got to do is hit me like everybody else on the email. If you got something to say to me, man, if you down here in the A, shoot me an email. We can talk. You know what I'm saying? But you come on some dumb shit, be willing and able to understand it. But don't be sitting up here telling lies to niggas and shit, man. You don't know me. You don't know shit about me, bro. Don't ever tell nobody I've been a fuck nigga. How, bro? That goes for any one of y'all niggas out there. I never broke bread with you. I never sit up here and chill. I ain't did motherfucking thing, bro. Nothing. No. You let this shit go, I let this shit go. But you crack your lips open again and say some goddamn, some slick shit. I'm gonna get back on here and let them know some more shit about you. Cause hey, what you did out here on online is out there for public viewing. It's out there for public viewing. I know too much, bro. Leave it alone, man. Let it rest. Let this shit rest, bro. Keep my name out your mouth, man. To Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, man. What I know and what I've heard is simply this. They're trying to say that Terrence Crawford indeed has, completed it. Errol Spence has completed. I'm not just saying Terrence Crawford himself. Both fighters have completed. This is where we was months ago. Both fighters have somewhat completed their contractual signings or whatever, and the fight is concerned. But I'm asking you cats, I'm asking you that's in the chat, right? I need this information. I don't care. I really don't care if it's confirmation. I don't really care about that. What I'm concerned about is where the fight is going to be, where the fight is going to be, where the fight is going to be. I want to be able to look it up. If it's going to be in Vegas, I want to be able to log and look it up that Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford is locked in for this date in November. And it's going to be at this arena. Tickets are on sale. If that isn't out there and we're still talking about what Mike Coppinger and everybody else is basically putting those keywords out there that really doesn't lock in a true, it doesn't seal the deal for confirmation. I'm talking about that word is. I'm looking for the short form is. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence Jr. is. The fight is happening November. This arena. Tickets are on sale. I am looking for that information right there. If I can't find that information right now, shout it. I'm not really, raising the brow. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not scratching my nose. I'm not goddamn moving around, getting a little jittery. This shit is floating around YouTube. You know this, me of all people, I have simply digressed from speaking on it. Everybody's going around here talking about breaking and big news and shocking, wow, alert. Bro, where's the venue? How much are the tickets? Where's the venue? How much is the tickets? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, it's everywhere. It's going to be everywhere because look, the boxing community, some of it, a huge portion of this YouTube boxing community, man, they're seething at the tooth, man. They're like, oh my God, man, I just want to hear that information. You got people are just truly desperate to hear any information dealing with this. I can tell you it's been like 4 or 5 different times that we've heard information come out from different sources. They never give us the confirmation. Is. I want to hear is. I don't want to hear anything else. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence is happening this date. The venue is this venue right here, and the tickets are on sale as we speak. You better make your reservations. I want to hear that. I want to know the venue. All this riding around, dropping damn titles and thumbnails once again, it's the same news we heard, man. I don't care if it's confirmed. A lot of shit could be confirmed. So if it's confirmed, why hasn't it been officially announced from everybody else? So let me do this, right? So let me show y'all something. Let me show you something right quick. Okay, let me share screen right quick. And this is why I feel the way I feel. Okay. This is why I feel the way I feel. Look at this source right here. Okay. This is DraftKings Nation. Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford set for November 19th in Las Vegas. And it talks about the best welterweight would get together in mid-November in Sin City for what should be a terrific fight. All right. Shout out to the pound for pound king right there, Terrence Bud Crawford. You already know. All right. So it goes on to say two of the best in the world at 147 would get in the ring for what should be a terrific bout as Errol Spence would take on Terrence Crawford for the undisputed welterweight boxing championship. This is ESPN ringside. Let me go back up here and let y'all get verified, right? September 15th, y'all, 11:05 a.m. Did I speak about it this morning? Nope. So it says Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford have agreed to all material terms for an undisputed welterweight title fight targeted for November 19th in Las Vegas. Sources tell Mike Coppinger. All right. It also go on to say that the deal has not been signed as the parties' lawyers clean up legal language in the agreement. That is all I'm saying. I'm waiting for everything to be completed, finalized, and submitted, and then it's announced officially. It goes on to say Spence holds, it goes on this, that both combatants are undefeated as professionals as Spence, gives the record and all that. And then you go all the way down here to the end and you're searching for confirmation. You know what I'm saying? You're searching for something that seals the deal. It says, assuming there are no injuries, right? Or issues, this should be one of the fight of the year. So they're talking about DraftKings Sportsbook, talking about the odds posted from DraftKings and all that. But the real part is the deal, right? The deal has not been signed. That's all I'm talking about. The deal has not been signed. And this is as current as you can get right here. I don't care about, I really am not concerned. I have limited interest in everything else that's been floating around here on the surface. I just treat it as debris. You know what I'm saying? It's media debris that's been out here floating on the surface all this time. It's nothing new, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's not freaking signed and it's not going to happen. All I'm saying is it doesn't move the needle for me any more than where it's been. Fight probably not official yet, but we getting somewhere. Still checking. Ugas just tweeted 30 minutes ago. What Ugas talking about, bro? What Ugas talking about? Let me see what Ugas talking about. Because Ugas can't talk about anything else. Ugas is not going to drop it. You know what I'm saying? Ugas is not going to drop anything, bro. Let me see what Yadinas Ugas is talking about. Let me see. What did they say on Blunts and Boxing? What they say, bro? What Ugas talking about? I don't see on here just yet something that I can extract and read to you all. I don't see anything. Okay, let me give say breaking. They haven't actually signed contracts yet, but they're going to in a few days. And it's Canelo Triple G3 fight week. So, okay. So it'll be good. It's fight week definitely for that Blunts and Boxing. Definitely. It's Canelo Triple G trilogy. Absolutely. And if they choose to announce it, I think it'll be much more fresh. And, it would be in accordance, with a fight of this magnitude, that's a bit bigger. and not something like Luis Ortiz and Andy Ruiz, because of course this is dealing with Canelo Alvarez and Triple G. So if by chance they choose to announce it, we'll see, bro. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what's popping. But right now, I don't get the confirmation. I don't see the information out there that this fight is taking place right here, you know, over at this arena right here. I don't see it. I don't see it, bro. But let me drop this link in the chat, or the article that I just read. I just dropped that link over there for anyone who want to check it out themselves. Blunts and Boxing say they got me. Man, I'm telling you, man. Like all you have to do is damn find a search engine, type in an inquiry, and if you have, you know, certain higher entities, right, than the average, especially outside of YouTube. If you see YouTube channels pop up, just scroll past them, because they're taking information from somebody else. Period. So you go somewhere and you look at one source, boom, they tell you what you want to hear. You go to another source. Okay, now you got two viable sources that's not YouTube, that's not orientated on YouTube. Now you can compare notes, because a lot of them copy and paste people's shit and release it. So if they both telling you that the fight is done, I will have to say, okay, let me check BoxRec and see if it's scheduled. Then I will start nitpicking. Let me see if BoxRec is depicting it. You know what I'm saying? Let me check on Twitter and see how many people are talking about it. My man Uga said it's a great day for boxing. I'm high WCS. These niggas playing with my emotions. Oh shit, dog. Hey, you wasn't online smoking, were you? Because they probably took advantage of you, bro. They probably like, oh yeah, we got him. He online smoking. We got him. Hey, release that shit. Send that damn tweet out there and see if he talk about it. Man, you know how many people are doing lives on that? Man, they're opportunists, man. They continue to want to damn do lives on this shit over and over again, man. And say the same shit, bro. Just a different set of clothing. The same shit in a different set of clothing, man. The same shit. They said the fight is confirmed. What does confirmed mean, though? What does confirmed mean if it's still some legality issues that have to be taken care of by their attorneys? What is the confirmation if it's still legal paperwork that has to be reviewed and scrubbed? Make sure everything is in order. So you're trying to tell me in reverse, right? You're trying to tell me that a fight of this magnitude with Crawford and Spence, they signed this shit. They good. And now that they both signed it, somebody's going to review the language? Come on, bro. It's not the way it works. They're not going to sign this shit first and then, okay, attorneys, go ahead and read it. Whatever you find, nothing's changing. They're signed it already, okay? They signed this shit. That's not the way it works. The attorneys review everything first. So it might be some areas in there that Crawford and Spence agreed to, but I almost guarantee you that the fight in its entirety hasn't been signed off on you, because they still doing legal language accountability, bro. They revising shit. They're reviewing. They know damn well my mind hanging on every little word I see. I got spider senses tingling and shit. God damn, dog, they got you, man. You can't let them, goddamn, you can't let them, you know what I'm saying, put you in that predicament, catch you lacking, as they call it. You know what I'm saying? He said, man, OG, I'm hitting the blunt hard, scrolling and shit. I dropped the blunt and everything, man. Damn, dog. That's funny as shit, dog. And you know, I was curious, man. I was like, damn, why he pushing this? He must not like read everything. Why is he pushing this so hard? Like this is new information. This ain't new information, bro. This ain't new information. This is just information. Once again, for them to slide in front of you and say, "Here, eat that," and all they see is Crawford Spence on there. Okay, and it's stale ass bread, man. This topic of conversation is stale, bro. So just because they put a nice little the decors look real nice. They put all the little fixing and dressings on there, beautified it up, made it look pretty, but yet it's old news. But they just slid that plate over there like it's new. Go ahead, take a bite of that. Tell me what you think. I put it in some of my favorite sauce too. Go ahead. Damn, that shit, it's a little rubbery, ain't it? Yeah, because it's old shit. I know you like I know you like goddamn chomping on and eating old shit, especially when it comes to media. So I brought you some old shit, man. It's too much old news floating around here, man, and people trying to serve it up like it's fresh food. No, it's not fresh, man. Fresh is the official announcement. That's when all the steam comes off the food and you say, "Oh man, that smells good. It looks good. Man, it looks fresh." That's how you want to walk into a buffet. You want that motherfucker to have, the selection, especially having too many people been there. You want to be like, damn, I'm really getting first dibs on this shit. This is new. This is refreshing to me. I know this food is going to taste good. It hasn't been sitting in the pot that long or nothing. You get first dibs at the shit. But this right here, this information is old, man. This is leftovers. We got to know that. We are dealing with leftovers, bro. Leftovers. Okay. Another topic is freaking out there. Deontay Wilder, Alexander Usyk. People are speaking about a possibility of Deontay Wilder fighting Usyk next year. Look, let me remind you, it's September 15th, y'all. September 15th. This is how the desperados are looking for an old donkey to kick. They say, "Oh my God, Deontay Wilder, will you take the fight with Usyk? Usyk wants to fight him." I would like to see Wilder fight Usyk too. Why not? But the point of talking about another fight at this moment, and Wilder hasn't stepped in there with Robert Helenius yet, is senseless, very foolish. It's very impulsive, to be honest. Like we have to see the champ come back. We have to see him go and do the ring walk and split the ropes and go in there and fight, man. We have to see him return and get this win. After that, if you're talking about a fight happening in April, you know what can happen since then? Like, damn. We're talking about November, December, January. Like, come on, man. Who wouldn't want to see Deontay fight for the unified championships? Why not? But as I always say, man, this media shit and boxing is full of hocus pocus bullshit. It's just a magic show, bro. It's just a fucking magic show. The good thing about it, a lot of us is sitting there like, man, they goddamn, they pulled a motherfucking goddamn pig out the hat. How did they do that shit? Where did they get that pig from, man? That pig was too fucking big to be in that hat. I don't know, man. That's the boxing damn magic show over there. They do some crazy shit. But how they pull a whole motherfucking wild boar out that bitch? A wild boar, man, with tusk. I don't know, man. That's just the shit, man. It's fun, man. It's good to watch. But how did they pull an elephant off that bitch, man? With one fucking hand. Man, that's boxing though, man. That's boxing. They can do that shit. But we have to ask ourselves, right? Boxing continue to deceive us, and we continue to give it more attention. Deception, attention. Deception, attention. Boxing was up here for the longest of time, allowing us to understand how the process worked with champions, right? And then, who has what belt, this, that, and the other. So we've been waiting on Crawford Spence. Okay, let's go about, who has the belts right now? Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk. Why are they being spoken on to fight different fighters other than the ones that's the champions. Why? Because certain people want to make money. They don't want to fight right now. Certain people want to make money. You know what I'm saying? That's wild, man. Like, why aren't we fighting for the undisputed? Because all the belts to be consolidated? Do boxing really want all the belts to be in the possession of one person? We're talking about the heavyweight division, right? Why are we listening to these fighters call out different names other than the other champion? Alexander Usyk's calling out Wilder. Why not Fury? Fury's calling out motherfucking Joshua, who just coming off a loss. Why not Usyk? It's so much confusion, man. Why are these motherfuckers calling out alternative names other than each other? And then why would Tyson Fury come out and say he won 500 million? That goes out the window. And we're not even hearing too much about it, though. Like, it's wild, bro. It doesn't make sense how this boxing shit is playing out. It doesn't make any sense, bro. Real talk. It doesn't make any sense for us to continue to treat it like it means something. Like this is a boxing thesis. We should make sure we pay close attention to and get educated about what we're listening to. Okay. We understand how the format's supposed to work in any division. You know, the champions fight the champions, hopefully, especially in the heavyweight division. But we right where it's at once again, man. We have one fighter that has multiple titles and the other fighter that has one. Two different divisions. I guarantee you, Naoya, in a way, he's not going to have a problem fighting Paul Butler. I guarantee you that. That fight is going to come and go. That's going to take place. And Paul Butler's been champion before. And he's lost his title. So in a way, isn't going the distance with Paul Butler. And he's going to unify super bantamweight. You know what I'm saying? No problem. Because it's not as lucrative, so to speak, than we would consider with the heavyweight division. What about the super bantamweight? MJ, Cool Boy Steph. Why aren't they planning a freaking unification for undisputed? We don't know. It all depends on who's up next and who's what, where, and when. Unification supposed to trump a lot of shit, right? When are they gonna fight? He said, "You ain't lying, OG. Oh, them niggas for sure caught me lacking. That damn weed gonna get me in trouble one day." Man, I thought you was actually joking. Real talk there, Bustin' Box. I thought you was joking, dog. Like when you was pushing this shit, I just thought you was pushing it because you was just engaging in another topic or something. You feel me? That's what I thought. I didn't think you was sold, like you was serious about it. I just thought you were just putting it up there because it's been reciprocated throughout the YouTube community. People making videos on it and putting all these pre-top title intros in there. Breaking. You know what I'm saying? Astounding. Alert. I'm saying to myself, on what? What news? What news? Well, what are we talking about? We're talking about goddamn Crawford and Spence again, dog. It's been confirmed. Why people love the torture, bro? Why do you love this abuse? Why do you fucking love this abuse, man? We already been here, done that. Real talk. We've been there. I even seen a fight that's going to be, very interesting. Me, Virgil Ortiz, you know what I'm saying? If it happens against Stanthionis. I like that fight. And then, people up here trying to predict or assume who Gervonta Davis is going to fight down here in Atlanta. Is he going to fight Ryan Garcia? He's going to fight Isaac Cruz, or he's gonna fight Rolly Romero in a rematch. I mean, come on, man. People be pissed. Look, people be absolutely pissed if he fights Rolly Romero down here in Atlanta. I don't even think PBC will come out and try to test the waters like that. Real talk. I just don't see it. Now, Isaac Cruz and Ryan Garcia, they can get a pass. Isaac Cruz went the distance. He wasn't knocked out, so he'd get a pass. And we already know Ryan Garcia, this would be his first step up to the plate. He might get the pass down here. That's who I'm thinking it may be. I'm not for sure. Eddie Hearns keep mentioning Fury Joshua and negotiations and everything. Let's see how this shit plays out, man. Since we're not getting the fight that we want undisputed, but certain people want to keep the fight apart so they can, make a little bit more money. Look, for anybody who don't know the sport of boxing, it's all about the money. That's why you have individuals like Jake Paul, who is able to come into a format such as boxing and make money. Now, people can say what they want about where Jake Paul origins came from with him making this money. He has money. He has enough money to hire trainers to basically prepare him to actually look like a fighter, to provide him the necessary tools and training to look like a fighter. Okay? He's going in there and fighting individuals who are legitimate fighters, but in the environment that he's supposed to be, raising his stock in the sport of boxing, he's doing that off MMA fighters, old MMA fighters. But the reason why he's able to come in here and push MVP promotions is because boxing thrives off money. Everybody eats. They just have a different type of portion. People like Jake Paul, Logan Paul, who has money, they're able to come into a sport which they never really did anything special at all. Logan Paul, his claim to fame is losing to KSI. When nobody was thinking about freaking Jake Paul at the time. Jake Paul fought another YouTuber called Gib. Defeated him. Nobody was thinking about Jake Paul until the shit started taking place in the pandemic. And then Triller picked up Jake Paul. All of a sudden, Jake Paul comes over here and fight a fighter. You know what I'm saying? They used to play basketball and a slam dunk champion. Knocks him clean the fuck out. And everybody's like, ooh, you saw what he did to Nate? You can do that in boxing because it's all about the money. They allowed Jake Paul to be able to come on deck because he's financially stable. He's financially stable enough to come in here and play with the big boys. And then they allow him to fight Ben Askren, Tyron Woodley twice. You know what I'm saying? And then once we was getting, I'm telling they play games, bro. Just like I said, they used Tommy Fury's name to pretend like Jake Paul was getting in there with a motherfucking boxer. And then they changed it back to Tyron Woodley at the last minute. Same thing happened with freaking Hasim Rahman. Now they talking about fighting Anderson Silva, who's extremely older. He a legend of mixed martial arts, but Jake Paul is fighting another mixed martial artist. Why aren't you fighting a boxer? It's some boxers with the same record as Jake Paul that would give him hell, give him problems, but they don't want them in there. They don't want a fighter that's eager and salivating with a record like Jake Paul around his weight to come in there and fuck him up because it'll take away the money train. It's done. It's over. No, they're going to try to continue to write these boxing scripts. They're going to try to come up with different names. They're going to try to keep on and injecting y'all with disappointment, right? And pretend like he's going to now fight a boxer. And then the storyline say, oh, no, COVID. So-and-so, he had a fingernail injury. Oh, God. He had a little paper cut on the back of his neck when he bumped into somebody carrying a stack of papers out to the ring. Who he's going to fight as an alternative? Oh, he's going to fight another mixed martial artist. Who? Chuck Liddell. Oh, my God. You fighting Chuck Liddell? Well, I just want everybody to know Chuck Liddell's a legend. The Iceman's a legend in MMA. You know what I'm saying? He's not too old. He's never, he was knocking motherfuckers out. The last thing to go is power. Oh, man, you can't make this shit up, bro. You can't make this shit, man. Hell no, OG. I'm high as hell. I've been taken advantage of. Damn, dog. Damn. Let me see. Boxing News 24. Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford agreed to terms for November 19th fight in Las Vegas. So let me click on this order and look for those key components. All right. Let me click on this right here. Let me see. Where's those key components I'm looking for? Advisor Al Haymon would be getting a smaller split rather than 50-50. Crawford agreed to the terms from Spence advisor Al Haymon. Okay, let me read this, though. They said Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford have reportedly agreed to terms for a mega fight. Crawford agreed to the terms from Spence advisor Al Haymon and will be getting the smaller split rather than 50-50 one that he wanted. There's a bilateral rematch clause, which means we're going to see a second fight between the two champions. A rematch might seem pointless if there's an early knockout, as the boxing public won't be eager to see a second fight if it's a total wipeout either way. ESPN is reporting the news of the Spence vs. Crawford deal being agreed on. With that said, neither fighter has signed off on the deal. You see what I'm talking about? It's how they spin how they weave this web. Like I said, ESPN is reporting the news of Spence vs. Crawford deal being agreed on. With that said, neither fighter has signed off on the deal, as it's been checked out by the lawyers. It goes on to say this is the fight that boxing world has been anxious to see, and finally, it's here. Okay, it's not exactly here yet until it's fucking signed off. But in the media, they can say it's finally here and everything else. They're not saying the fight is taking place at this arena on this date. Everything is complete and done with. Everything is consummated. You know what I'm saying? The 34-year-old Crawford will likely be installed as the favorite by the odds maker, despite having faced mostly marginal opposition since moving up to 147 in 2018. Boxing fans will get a chance to see how Crawford hands against his first elite level opponent at 147 and basically his entire career. Up to now, the only real name on Crawford's resume was the Shot to Bits. Man, they call him Shot the Bits, man. You a hater. Shot the Bits. Gatekeeper Shawn Porter. Wow. How can you call Shawn Porter a gatekeeper? How can you call him a gatekeeper, bro? How can Shawn Porter be a gatekeeper? I'm just curious. How can he be a gatekeeper, though? What constitutes a gatekeeper? He lost to Kell Brook. He beat Danny Garcia for the WBC title, right? What constitutes a gatekeeper, though? Him losing to the big names, Kell Brook, Keith Thurman, you know what I'm saying? Errol Spence. What constitutes a gatekeeper from this writer? This is wild, bro. It goes on to say Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford has agreed to all material terms for the fight. You know, the same copy and paste. Same copy and paste as the other one. With the fight taking place in November, there's not much time for Spence and Crawford to prepare. Now, this dude is actually believing that they're not in preparation for fight camp. Come on, bro. The fighters are already in fight camp. Believe that. For their sake, you can only hope that they've been training already for the fight, because it's going to be a rush camp otherwise. Come on. Come on, man. Who the fuck is writing this? Jimmy Crack Corn? Who the fuck is writing this shit? The deal has not been signed as the party. You mentioned that already. Clean up legal language in the agreement per sources. Crawford to all proposed financial terms from PBC creator Alheim and Cool. Okay, we read that all already with the revenue split. This is just fillers. The package includes, okay, this is just fillers. Once again, why are they repeating? This is one of the, oh my God, bro. This dude inserted 3 paragraphs twice on this shit. Let me read the comments down here. I still can't find my son. I want to slap him silly mouth for calling Crawford. I'm telling y'all, I don't want to sit up here and have you thinking that it's something else in this article that you was looking for, but that's not the case, man. It's really no new news in this. This person who wrote this article, he basically copied and pasted fillers to basically put the word out there for people to click and read the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford is staying busy while he waits for the glacially slow negotiation for the undisputed welterweight championship against Errol Spence. Why would he be waiting glacially? Shout out to Captain Chaos on deck with the $2 super chat. To Combat 50, hit the like button. Big blunts, no doubt, man. Appreciate you, Captain Chaos on deck once again. Thanks for the damn donation to the channel, my brother. Salute Chaos, my brother. From Big Blunts. So Terrence Crawford is, let me see, did he say anything? He said most of his fights, he's done it as a southpaw, so I don't think he'll have a problem, said Robert Garcia, the KO Artist Sports, when asked if Terrence Crawford will have a problem with Errol Spence southpaw stance. I hope we see it before the end of the year. They go on to say, this is Boxing News 24. I hope we see it before the end of the year. If they're planning it for November, we don't have much time for the tickets and for everything in the location. Maybe they already have everything done already, and they're replaying. They're replaying with us. The fans want to start buying their tickets soon, and we won't start making plans. That fight that everyone wants to see, hopefully it does happen. If it does, it's going to be one of those fights where the fans are happy. It's a 50-50 fight, a very close fight. I think Crawford has everything just as Spence does. Spence has an answer to everything. He's a perfect fighter, but so is Crawford. I don't know what they mean by perfect fighter. I just feel, and I might be wrong, but I just think Crawford has a little bit more of that dog in him. I just feel like it, and that's why I lean towards Crawford. See, people saying that Crawford has a little bit more dog in him is because, you know, every fight that he has basically thrown away the offensive fight plan, he's had success with it. He's basically said the hell with just trying to, you know, stick to the offensive game plan and the tactics. I'm going all out and just try to dog walk somebody, try to damn just fight them like I'm on the street. It further says it's a very tough decision, and that's why it's a very good fight, because it's hard to pick. 50-50, honestly, anything can happen in that fight, said Garcia. So listen, I know people say it all the time, 50-50, 50-50. And then to hear that it's a bilateral rematch clause in there, which is quite different than what initially came out, that Errol Spence was attempting to try to lock Terrence Crawford into a freaking one-way rematch clause. You know what I'm saying? Which isn't fair, in my opinion, especially a fight of this magnitude. So from what it seems like, if it indeed has merit, that they will fight, but there's a rematch clause in there. So, you know, once again, PBC is trying their best to hope this is one of those fight of the year candidates, and the rematch happens, they can even make the money that they was thinking they can make in the first fight or trying to make in the first fight. They have a second opportunity to do so. You know what I'm saying? If the numbers come in and it's crazy and the fight, you know, goes out and have people on their feet, yeah, they might be able to recoup, you know, and get that secondary fight, man, where people can actually say, damn, we want to see this shit. We want to see it. But hey, I'm telling you, Crawford get those belts. It's going to be tough going back into this rematch, especially on YouTube, because a lot of these channels who's pushing the motherfucking Errol Spence shit, you can already see they're walking a tightrope as we speak. They're not really, you know, locking in, you know, Errol Spence like that. They, you know, they'll still talk shit about Terrence Crawford, but they act like they're trying to be mutual partners. Like they're trying to, you know, put that little shoulder over there on the side of Terrence Crawford, but yet still try to push narratives against, you know, with Errol Spence. We hear the shit too much every day, all day. What Crawford doesn't do, what Crawford don't do, what he need to do, what he didn't do, what they suggest he do. The same shit all the time, man. That shit is goddamn old as hell, ain't it? Like that shit is antiquated information. Extinct. Writing on the wall with a rock. You know what I'm saying? Type extinct. Like this shit doesn't stop. And then when people talk about Crawford the way they do, they talk about it like we haven't heard them speak the same language in the same type of damn mannerisms than they did. You know what I'm saying? We heard everything we need to hear. We heard everything, bro. We done heard all the criticism. We heard everything. We heard all your, you know, Spencerholics. We heard you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all pretty much disintegrated this motherfucking fight down to the ground, stumped out the ashes, grabbed the water hose, and washed that shit away. That's what the YouTube has done to this fight. Hey, and then it's so laughable to see this news break today, and people hop back on like, oh my God, let me be the first to announce it. Listen, let me give you the PSA. Those of you that want to be first and say, this is what you said the other day and the day before that, you knew this was going to happen. Don't there come a time on this damn media shit that y'all just get exhausted? I'm saying, don't you get exhausted, bro? Like you really trying to be first on a topic that has been a tramp for a long time. This topic is a tramp. It's been fucked so many ways, man. It's been fucked so many ways, dog. You just can't imagine. Like, this is out of control, man. This topic is a tramp. This is a tramp ass topic, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's so bad that this fight need to happen before this tramp turn into a crackhead. She's just walking around, you know, she know what it is. She know what it's like. She know what everybody's going to be reaching out, trying to goddamn fondle her and shit like that, like they've been doing. But if this fight don't happen soon, people are going to start turning this bitch into a crackhead, bro. They're going to be so frustrated. They're going to say, you know, the only thing left to do is, man, is put up on, you know, give her the motherfucking drugs, man. That's the only way. You know what I'm saying? We need to get her some opioids or some cocaine, dog, and we that's what we need to go with this shit. Because we done said everything we need to say. Nothing ain't happening. We need to do something different. We need to get a high like Big Blunts and Boxing, goddamn it. We need to have Blunts and Boxing, goddamn. You know, we need to have on your level. For real, dog. For real. She's already damn complacent. She's acclimated to be a tramp. She understands how that works. All these dudes going around here just fucking her over. Nah, she needs something different now. I ain't gonna lie, dog. She needs something different, boy. Nigga said Bud was scared. Man, they always say Bud this, Bud that, man. They always come on with the same information. and then try to put their own little pizzazz at the end of it. And they come like it's new information, bro. We don't care about none of that at all. If Spence is this Terminator, if he's your fighter, that he's gonna come in there and pressure burst pipes. The only thing we have to do now is wait for the fight to be made, and let's see it. Let's see it. Because they act like that if Bud Crawford doesn't get off in the early rounds, it's over, because Spence, he gets stronger and stronger every round. That's what they say. The last time I checked, man, Bud haven't been allowing these fights to go all the way. You can ask Jose Benavidez. He sniffed it. Oh shit. I'm in the last round, nigga. Oh shit. I'm in the last. Snack it. Right uppercut. 1, 2, 6. I'm telling you, he was in the 12th round, baby. He was there. He saw the finish line. He said, oh, man, I'm going to go the distance with his ass. Nope. He became a victim of the 6. He's part of the Super 6. Now we about to goddamn make it Super 7, goddamn it. The only head that we missing right now is the one and only, the minnow himself, Errol Spence. Seriously. That's the only one we're missing. That's the only one we care about. And look, we need to make sure we hold the mouthpieces on here accountable. That's trying to act like they don't care what the outcome is. That's whole type shit again, right? You're trying to say that you don't care about the outcome. You just want to see the fight. No. You care about the outcome. Because you know a nigga like me is going to still be out here. You care about the outcome. You care about the outcome. You care about the outcome. Point blank, period. You care about that shit, bro. Stop playing. Dion, what's good? Let me know when the first punch thrown. I know, right? Shout out to Dion. You know, I feel the same way, bro. I know it was lives that I was doing. Dion was like, man, let me know when the first punch is thrown. Man, I won't believe it till I see it, man. Let me know when the first punch is thrown. Okay, let me know that information. And then I'll say, oh, for real? They actually in the ring? Referee instructions over? Oh, shit. They about to start? All right, cool. Let me goddamn go put this shit, man. How much is it again? And that's another thing. We haven't even heard a peep of the pay-per-view. We heard the pay-per-view for Canelo Triple G, for the zones the zone subscribers and non-subscribers. We heard that already. But we don't even know what the price point gonna be for Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence. And look, it needs to be higher than Canelo and Triple G3. The price point needs to be around $90 minimum. It needs to be $90 minimum. No $89.99. Put that bitch $91.26. You know what I'm saying? Put that shit $91.26. $91.26. Some odd shit. Don't do $89.99. We need that shit to be all the way over, and we see that nueve. We want to see that nueve. We want that 9 to be out there like 99.99. $99.99. That's what we want to see. Something like that. Fuck all that $89.99 shit. Spencer Beast, but he got knocked down by Featherfist Ugas and nobody talk about it. They talk about it. They just speak on it in like a cover up. You know what they're talking about, but they're not really painting the picture like we know it played out. You know what I'm saying? They'll skip over that shit. Well, he hit Spence when his mouthpiece came out. No, the reason why Spence was hit the way he was because the fight was still ongoing. They was in an active championship fight. Not only that, it was a unification fight in the welterweight division. And Errol Spence chose to go on a little walk and look for his mouthpiece while actively engaging in a championship showcase with the WBA reigning defending world champion. And he paid dearly for a split second until Lawrence Cole stepped in and said, you know what? Don't do that, man. I'm the shot caller in this ring. If I say stop, that means for the remainder of the fight. You understand me? You got the orders backstage. Stop fucking around, Urdanis. Okay. All right. They said you weren't supposed, but I just wanted to see, could I win? I can win. That's what Urdanis Ugas was saying. Lawrence, you see me, I can win. I heard him. I know, but the orders you receive, you know what I'm saying? You gotta stick to them, else there's gonna be consequences. So you know what to do, Urdanis. Stop playing. Act like you never damn took up boxing in your life from this point forward. You understand? Fight. And that's what happened, dog. They started fighting again. Urdanis act like he didn't know what to do. He got that ass whooping, boy. He took that ass whooping just like DSG. You know, and everybody's up here ranting and raving, but they skip over the part where Spence was hurt. They just go right to, oh man, he takes eyes, including his own, huh? He takes fighters' eyeballs, including his own. That what you trying to say? Because he had a patch over his eye. So he's in the mirror beating himself in the eye. He take his own eye too. Get out of here. Pop on deck. What's good with it? Andrew say they should charge $120. Man, they should go for the gusto, right, Drew? You know what I'm saying? They should go for the gusto, Andrew. Real talk. Put the price point out there and make people spend their holiday money. That's what you should do, Al Heyman. Test whether they really want this fight or not. Look, you have a 2-fight deal. All right. If it's indeed true and it's a bilateral rematch clause in there for both fighters, why not go for the gusto and make that shit closest to freaking Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor possible? Make it close to $100. Real talk. They're gonna have to make a decision. People will find a way to come up with the money, man. They will. It might break up some marriages, but they'll find a way to make the money, dog. You know what I'm saying? They'll find out the way to make the money, man. You have a couple more weeks, like 3 weeks, to goddamn make that decision and say, hey, man, you know that fight coming up, man. That shit's $100. What we gonna do? That's all I'm saying. What we gonna do, man? We gotta go out here and find a way to make this shit, man. You know, motherfuckers be starting off with old furniture. Okay, let's go to the damn yard sales, man. Let's put this shit up here and see if it sells. They start, you know, going through the house, man, trying to find items that they can sell. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be taking shit off their car, you know, going to the pawn shop. So you just got one rim? You just have one rim? Yeah. Where's the other 3? They on the car. So you saying you're not going to drive this? You're not going to drive your vehicle with knowing you have the rim. You're going to ride on a donut for the entire month, dog. What am I supposed to do with one fucking rim, dog? I need the other 3. And man, I have HOA, man. If I take the other 3, it have to be on bricks, man. I only got one donut, man. Work with me. I want to go see the fight. I want to see the fight. Motherfuckers gonna goddamn be trying to do fight parties and shit. Don't have nothing to eat over that motherfucker. Gonna have one package of pig and blankets and some Fanta soft drink. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no fight party. Babyface Nelson. What's going on, Babyface Nelson? Crawford is able to land that Ugas shot at will. It's over for him. All the jokes is done. True words, man. True words. We always say if that was Crawford in that position, not Ugas, that fight would have been entirely different. Even when Lawrence Cole resumed the fight, it would have been done. He wouldn't have been able to regain that momentum that he had supposedly, because obviously if the ropes was holding him up, it was considered a knockdown. But we know Crawford would have made that decisively with no hesitation. He would have been able to capitalize off that shit. Period. Act like you have selective amnesia. He would have been able to capitalize off that shit. Period. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Babyface Nelson in the building, man. Salute to you. Salute the Team Crawford over there. You know what I'm saying? Omaha's own. Pound for pound best in the building. You know what I'm saying? Joe Jack say, facts, Ugas knocked his mouthpiece out with the combo. First, then knocked him to the ropes. I think that's why Spence smartly went to the inside. Ugas did okay from mid-range. Man, Ugas pretty much abandoning everything that had him winning. But like we say, man, this fight is not going to be, look, this fight is not going to be anything relatable to Ugas Spence. We're not going to be related. The only thing that's relatable is both fighters going to wear the proper authorized equipment in there. They're going to have a uniform and they're going to have gloves. But the participants are different. You know what I'm saying? Spence is going to be in there with a fighter that's basically going to change him. You know what I'm saying? They're going to change. He's going to change Errol Spence's life, bro. Like I told y'all, the 65% that Terrence Crawford does outside the square prepares him to go in there and change Spence's life, because Spence chose to do what he does outside the ring, man. That's going to play a significant role. The man is always in the gym, always damn taking the sport serious. So in this fight, man, no matter what you're talking about, the pressure and Spence is a pressure fighter and pressure burst pipes, bro, you're going to find out what a non-drinker is able to do in an intense moment like this. A non-smoker. You know what I'm saying? A person who's not eating comfort food when the lights go out and the nutritionists have gone home. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me grab that Twinkie. Let me grab that ho-ho. You know what I'm saying? Let me grab that shit like that. Let me heat up a hot dog. Let me grab some yak. Serious, bro. I'm just saying, man. I'm not being facetious about it. I'm just saying, man, that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is, bro. You have to understand how things are, y'all. Let me remind y'all of what it truly is. Terrence Crawford is yak free. Okay? He's yak free. Those Spencerholics, man, they threw their motherfucking shot glass up against the wall right now. Fuck him. God damn it, he's always bringing up that shit. He beat Danny Garcia after that, man. Yak free. Facts. Ugas knocked his mouthpiece out with a combo. Pop say, hope it's a 3-fight deal. Why we want to see a 3-fight deal, though? You know what I'm saying? No doubt, Babyface Nelson. No doubt, bro. Why we want to see a 3-fight deal? I just look at it like, man, let's just take it, let's just take it to the next division. He goes in there and step on Spence, and then he take it up to 154, where that's a hot division, and it's another division for him to contend for a title to add to his legacy. You know what I'm saying? I would rather see him after he, disperse Spence, to go up there and fight another name. If he's able to get Jermell Charlo, people come watch that because he has momentum coming up from 47 to 54. So definitely people will watch that. I would rather see him, go into this fight without a rematch clause. I'm just confident that he can go in there and beat Spence in the first go round and vacate the titles like he did at 140 and go up to 154 and get with Charlo. That's it. He go there and goddamn get with Charlo, get those belts, defend them if he chooses to, and then retire. You know what I'm saying? Retire. Let them fight for it. Just like Charlo said, if they really want the titles, let them fight for it. Treat him the same way. But with the Charlo, man, Charlo's going to be like, hey, he going to make it difficult too. But I would rather him just have a fight, no rematch clause, then go up to 154 and get another big fight. Vacate the titles. Let Spence fight for it, dog. Dedication outside the ring is why I very slightly favor Bud. More discipline shows up every time. No problem with what you said, Joe Jack. But I heavily favor Bud because of his discipline outside the ring. You have to look at how important discipline is when it comes to what you put into your body. So when you're talking about being in a pressure cooker, so to speak, that discipline outside the ring is gonna basically have the edge when the fight really gets into the mid rounds. You know what I'm saying? According to what the damage is being delegated, all that time that you have someone that's consuming water and being in the gym and getting the right, the top level work and shit like that, versus somebody that's nitpicking here and there and trying to cheat the game. No, man, it's more than aesthetics, bro. It's more than them just dropping weight for a nutritionist. Still, what we can't see is what you did. If you sipping here and there, your body is going to tell on you. Real talk. It's going to tell on you. I believe that shit. But for a person who don't indulge in that type of shit, they're going in there like they always do with total confidence. Like, I know I trained my ass off. I feel good. You know what I'm saying? I look good. I'm physically fit for this motherfucker. And I'm about to go in here and take these straps. That's all. Trick Note on deck, man. What up, WCS? What's good, Trick? With the $2 super chat, man. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. One love to you, brother. 50 Cent is on the instant saying the fight is on. Oh, is that right? Okay. There's a lot of people talking about it. Let me see if anything changed over here. Hey, Babyface Nelson, what you know about the fight, there? Babyface Nelson, what you know about the fight, big dog? Talk to me. Drop the news, man. Let me know what the news is, bro. Not a fan of trilogies personally or immediate rematches. If I'm being honest, win or lose and move on. That's what I would like, because it come to a point now where we have to look at it like, now you're saying it's going to be a rematch. That's what they're saying out here in the media. It's going to be a rematch. But we need it to be like the immediate rematch now. Like if it's November, you give the fighters time to recoup, and then you're talking what? Around April, May, something like that. April, May. I mean, we need the immediate. I want him to whoop Spence at least twice. But see, if he whoop him once, man, it would just destroy the Spencerholics on here. They already unsure themselves when it come down to it. And then when I speak on it, Pop, they act like that I'm just speaking from a place of hatred. And I'm not. I just feel deep down inside it's truth. Shit, I feel that he's not the same, bro. I feel that the overall better athlete, of course, is freaking Terrence Crawford. And, hey, we just need to see that shit play out officially and get it over with, bro. So we can stop with all the damn narratives. And he's not smart fighter because he ain't used all his tools. Get the fuck out of here, man. To me, Spence's biggest fights at 154 are going to be Bud, Tim Tszyu, and Boots, maybe Virgil at 154. I'm not even considering those names. Tim Tszyu has to face Mel Charlo. Depending on how that works, he might hang around for another fight or two. I'm not sure. But look, y'all have to understand, it's nothing going on at 60, bro. So for these fighters who are already at 54 to stay at 54, and there's nothing going on at 60, why not move up to another division and fight there? Why are you going to hang out? And Virgil, just because he had problems doesn't mean he's going to go up there and have success at 54. Like that's a bigger weight class, heavier hitters. Now Boots, he has the frame for 54 right now. Like Boots has the frame. Boots is big for 47. So I definitely agree with you on the Boots situation. Boots has the frame for 54, but he want to pick up a title of 47 and then move up to 54. That's what's going to make that division super hot. Super hot. Having all those names up there at 54, man, that's just going to be crazy, man. And then we don't know how long Jermell Charlo's going to be up there. D-Ray Promotions on deck, man. What's good? He said, what it do, WCS? What it do, D-Ray? Since he was Team Spence, I had Bud winning. Yeah, Boots does look like a middleweight. You know what I'm saying? Boots does look like a middleweight for sure. He does. But let me type in here again and see if any more information. Let me see. Let me see if anything has happened while I've been online. Okay, Spencer Crawford agreed to terms. About set for November. Agreed. So it's just pretty much fillers right now. Nearing completion. Bleacher Report nearing completion. Doesn't confirm anything. Bad left hook. Targeted for November. Doesn't confirm anything. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence. James Toney can, let me see. What does this say? James Toney can only see one possible outcome. So James Toney has had his say on potential mega fight between Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. James Toney, this is James Toney. Let me share this because the Spencerholics need to see this. And I dare you to go talk that shit to James Toney. James Toney show up on your motherfucking doorstep. Let's let me share this screen right here. All right. This is James Toney because there's a lot of people that was going around saying that Roy Jones was hating on Errol Spence and crying like big babies and then trying to take it out on me and shit. Look at that shit right there. Look at this. Man, what is going on with this shit, dog? James Toney doesn't give Errol Spence Jr. any chance of beating Terrence Crawford if the pair meet in a welterweight clash later this year. Once again, James Toney, boxing legend, multi-division world champion, said he doesn't give Errol Spence Jr. Pay attention to this three-letter word because the short words mean a lot. James Toney does not give Errol Spence Jr. A-N-Y any A-N-Y any chance. Any. This is James Toney now. Maybe y'all Spencerholics should redirect your fire. Y'all line of fire. Try it. James Toney, do it live on this shit. James Toney doesn't give Errol Spence Jr. any chance of beating Terrence Crawford. And this is the old article, I think. Yeah, this is August 28th. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen this article talked about too much, but just for the replay, I'm going to copy it and I'm going to put the link in the chat so y'all can check that out via the Zone News. One of the biggest fights in boxing has been locked in negotiations for several months as fans await to see who the best boxer at 147 is. But a confirmed date appears to still be some way off. This is back in August now, just to be clear. James Toney, a former pound-for-pound star and multi-weight world champion, has shut down Spence's hopes of victory and firmly believes that Crawford will be the man to emerge on the top. Say one more again. Say one more again. He goes on to say, if that fight happens, it's going to be a wonderful fight, said Toney when speaking to Fight Hub. But you know what? Errol Spence can't beat Terrence Crawford. It ain't happening. Let me highlight this. Let me highlight that for the Spencerholics. All right. Because sometimes, the closer you get to the weekend, they be at the motherfucking bar. But you know what? Errol Spence can't beat Terrence Crawford. It ain't happening. Terrence Crawford right now, in my mind, is the best pound for pound fighter in the world. Somebody say it one more time. One more time. But you know what? Errol Spence can't. C-A-N. C-A-N. Apostrophe T. It ain't happening, says James Toney. Terrence Crawford right now, in my mind, is the best pound for pound fighter in the world. Let me put that in the chat because I need to keep the audience informed. And I need to cite this. James likes out Tony. So y'all go to Facebook and y'all try to talk that shit. You know what I'm saying? Why is this shit not moving? Damn. But y'all need to damn check that out, man. I put the link in there, but they tell me it might. Oh, I guess because I highlighted it. I guess because I highlighted it from this place right here. Hold on for a second. But I put that link in there for y'all from the zone, and it just pretty much provides y'all with those strict enforcement words from James Lights Out Tony, saying, but you know what? Errol Spence can't beat Terrence Crawford. He's basically defined, just defined, cutting it straight to the point, clear and to the point, man. He's not being circuitous about it or nothing. He's straight, direct, lineal. He said Errol Spence can't beat Terrence Crawford. It ain't happening. Terrence Crawford right now, in my mind, is the best pound for pound fighter in the world. I haven't seen anyone talk about this particular article too much or trying to basically go at James Toney about this. They'll go against everybody else to say some shit like this. You know what I'm saying? Some true shit. You know what I'm saying? But just because James Toney said, they're like, nah, we're gonna leave Lights Out. We're gonna leave him alone. God damn it. Fuck that. We're gonna leave him alone. That's the information, man. The link is in the chat for those of you that want to hit replay and check out this article. You know what I'm saying? Do a live on it. I think it's good content, especially now that the news, the breaking news is upon us once again for November fight date. Soon as all the attorneys finish up and making sure all the language, you know what I'm saying, is adequate, then maybe we can have an official announcement where the fight is going to be so people can start making reservations. Those of you that can afford it, of course, because it's not going to be cheap. It's not going to be cheap. And also, I want to give fair warning. Pay for the fight. A lot of Spencerholics up there, man. Y'all be trying to goddamn crack the motherfucking and spend it on yak. Pay for the fight. Support the fighters, man. Support the fighters. Whether it's $1,300, $1,400, $1,500, support the fighters, bro. You know what I'm saying? Pay for the fight. And always remember what James Toney said. That shit is good. Let me see if any other information is out here. I'm just trying to see if there's any other updates. That's all. I don't see it. I don't see any more updated information out here as we know it. You know what I'm saying? So we're just gonna hold, we're gonna hold tight with what we already know and see what the next couple of days bring. We do have fight weekend coming up. Once again, I'm not nowhere, shape, or form insinuating that the fight is going to happen this weekend. An announcement is going to happen. No way. I'm putting that out there. If it does become official this weekend, great. It'll just allow those who are YouTube career streamers for them to, make more live streams and build up their video count. I'm saying, and work towards that common goal of retirement. So we'll wait on that. Pretty much, we'll wait. We'll see what's popping. Let me see if I have any other. Let me see. Have any? If what they saying is right about Terrence Crawford not taking, Terrence Crawford agreeing less than 50-50, we'll have to see. We have to see what this is about. But we've had so much of this right here that the topics is drowned it out, man. Real talk. It's drowned it out. But let's be clear though. You know what I'm saying? In the end, let's be clear. When it comes down to it, this is going to be the end result. I'm just putting it out there. This is going to be the end result. 2-time undisputed. Just take a peek at that thumbnail. Keep it in your thought process and your reflections. Let that shit just soak. You know what I'm saying? Let it just soak. Let it just soak in. Let it become room temperature. Because that's what I want you to see. 2-time undisputed 2022. You know what I'm saying? Best pound for pound fighter in the world. You know what I'm saying? So we need to hurry up and get this done. We need to hear the announcement so we can really start making arrangement for those of you that's going to the fight. Or maybe not. Those of you that attend the fight want to see it and support it. You know what I'm saying? This is what you're going to have to deal with, bro. This is reality. And then also a reality too that I want to mention is that you may see Errol Spence sunbathing under the lights, bro. You might see him on his back stretched out, pendiculating. If you don't know what pendiculate means, last time I said it, a person started, man, that's fucked up. That's okay. Look up pendiculation, okay? Look up pendiculation. It's not what you think. But he may be pendiculating, laid out, stretched out, getting serenaded by the referee. I'm telling you, it's possible. He may get his ass stretched the fuck out, dog. I don't want the Errol Spence fans to just start running haywire and losing their motherfucking thought process, going crazy, admitting themselves into the local asylum. You know what I'm saying? Putting on their own straitjacket. I don't want to see none of that shit, man. I want y'all to maintain your sanity. That's all I want, man. Just look at this thumbnail right here. Until next time, man, I appreciate everyone who tuned in. I appreciate y'all. Continue to support the channel, man. Salute and turn up and tune in to World Combat Sports. I'm out.